Hi, in this video, our main task is to talk about the first draft of the trend analysis assignment. We're going to first walk you through submitting your rough draft with your team. Then we're going to cover the basics for conducting the peer review of another team's work and submitting it. And we're also going to talk about some basic tips for doing the peer review. So first of all, submission of the rough draft. Key thing to remember is that you're not individually submitting a rough draft, but it's one submission per team. What you should do with your rough draft once you are ready to submit it is to rename the draft in order to reference which team you're on. For instance, if you're on Team 3, call it Team 3 Trend Analysis. If you're on Team 2, Team 2 Trend Analysis. Then you're going to upload the draft in Microsoft Teams to the main folder for our class. In other words, when you're on Teams, that's what's called General. What we want to make sure is that you're not uploading your rough draft to your team's own private channel. For obvious reasons, no one else would be able to access it in order to offer you a peer review. Let's talk about peer review now. So the way this is going to work is that each team is going to conduct a peer review on another team's draft. And we're going to do it like this. So Team 1 will review the draft of Team 2. Team 2 will review the draft of Team 3, for instance, and the last group in the sequence will review the draft of Team 1. So nice and simple. The way to start with that is by downloading the fillable peer review form. It's on D2L. I emailed it to everybody. It's also on Microsoft Teams, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. First thing you want to do with that peer review form is to rename it. So you're going to call it peer review of Team 4 if it happens to be Team 4 that you're doing peer review on. And then when you have completed that peer review, you're going to upload it to the same place where you submitted your rough draft. In other words, the main folder for the class. Some suggestions for peer reviewing. First of all, just more of a reminder that the peer review is expected to be a collaboration of the entire team rather than the work of one person on the team. A good way to do that is to use the meeting function in your team's private channel. So that's in the top right corner. You click on the video icon and you can meet in real time on video. What we'd like you to do is to focus on giving the same useful, constructive, helpful feedback that you are hoping to receive yourselves. What we're going to do now is to flip over to Teams and just have a quick look at where things are. So now we are looking at the Teams main page. In other words, we can see on the left-hand side that the tab that's highlighted is called General. On the main part of the page here, we're looking at the Posts view, which is the chat function. Now I'm flipping to the Files view of the main page, and this is where, as you can see, two of our trend analysis teams have already uploaded their rough drafts, and I'm very happy indeed to see that they've clearly named their rough draft according to their team number. In the class materials folder, which I'm now opening, is where you can see the peer review form. So you can download the peer review form. The instructions that I have just gone over and which I emailed to you a few days ago are also here in the folder as well. So best of luck with your peer review, and a really key thing to remember is that your peer review is due 2 days after the seminar. So in your case, your peer review will be due on Saturday end of day, Saturday midnight. Good luck with that.